The European Union.
Yes.
What is EU's contribution in or the role of EU in Ukraine war?
Jharkhand. How do you think you can make Jharkhand on the fast track? How can you make it economically on the fast track?
The Election Commission is conducting a SIR in about 12-13 states in the country.
Yes.
They've already done it in Bihar.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about SIR? Is it a good thing to do, or what are the pros and cons of this?
Which are the activities which make this area very crowded and against which Government of India wants to ensure against?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about yourself.
Sir, I am Karan Seth. I belong to Giridih in Jharkhand. I've completed my basic schooling from Giridih and then my college from Giridih. And then I moved to Delhi and I pursued PG Diploma in Radio and Television Journalism from Indian Institute of Mass Communication. Then I worked at InShots and currently I'm working at PowerGrid as Public Relations Officer. This is my first attempt at UPSC and right now I'm...
Good, excellent, very impressive. General Sahab.
Karan, you been the school captain.
Yes, sir, house captain at my school.
Yeah, house captain. So what are your experiences about it? Any challenge that you faced or any problem which you needed to resolve?
So I was the first among equals kind of thing was there. So like all of the ones who I have to manage were my friends. That was the challenge when I was the school house captain at my school, and that must be addressed. But the teachers were cordial, and like if there were any issues, those were handled by the in charge of the house.
Any particular specific issue that you remember where you were in a tight spot and did not find how to answer, facing a dilemma?
As house captain in my school, sir.
Yeah.
So at a Republic Day event, we used to decorate the school board, and it was the responsibility of the house captain, and there was a competition among the houses. And one of my friends had promised that he'll bring a portrait of Bhagat Singh, but he was unable to bring the portrait, and that is the time that I faced a dilemma at my school.
How did you resolve it?
Sir, one of my friends, like I asked for like if someone has any portrait of any other freedom fighter, and then I put it there in the school display board.
Okay, so this is called effective intelligence. You have solved a problem. You're a problem solver, solution finder.
Yes.
All right. Now, on the 14th of this month, yesterday,
Yes.
Mr. Zelensky has given an understanding that he will not be pursuing the NATO membership.
Yes.
How does it align with the Russian requirement of ending the war?
Yes. Sir, the Russia, since the beginning of the war, wanted the Ukraine not to join NATO, and this was one of the biggest reasons to start the war. And since now Ukraine has like signaled that it won't join NATO, which Trump is pushing Ukraine to not join NATO. So this will I think bring the war to a pause in the coming days.
What are the other conditions which are important for Russia?
So the conditions which as per reports, there are no official confirmations about the conditions, but it is that the Ukraine is the USA is pushing Ukraine to give away the land where the capture of
ceding of land.
Yes, ceding of land to Russia, where Russia.
What is his stance, Mr. Zelensky? Ceding of the land.
Sir, Zelensky is still not very clear or vocal about this, but Zelensky is also saying that he won't cede land. But he's left with no much options because the US president is with his plans want to cede Ukraine to cede the land to Russia.
And what else? What does Russia want in addition to this?
So one thing Russia wanted was that Ukraine should not join NATO, and Russia also wanted to limit the size of the force in Ukraine. And apart from it, Russia wanted to maintain status quo on ground, to retain the lands which it has captured in 2014 and in this recent war.
What about NATO expansion eastwards?
Sir, Poland and Sweden.
What about NATO's expansion eastwards? Russia's view on that?
Sir, actually, Russia believes it as an existential threat because Russia believes that the countries like Belarus or Ukraine are like buffer zones where there should not be presence of enemy. But if NATO expands eastwards, then the enemy will be at the door for Russia.
Let me ask you another one.
Yes, sir.
The European Union,
Yes, sir.
what is EU's contribution in or the role of EU in Ukraine war right from 2022?
Sir, EU has like given financial help as well as like it has. I believe that it has added fuel to the fire when it comes to the Ukraine war because it has given help to Ukraine in many ways. But and right now also, when US wants Ukraine to like kind of give submission, EU is against that plan also, and it is firmly standing with Ukraine.
And what about military aid, financial aid to Russia, and what about sanctions against Russia?
Sir, EU has imposed sanctions against Russia, and USA has also imposed sanctions against Russia, and these sanctions are creating problems for Russia. But countries including India are like giving a kind of support where India is buying Russian oil, and that is not like letting Russia to be in bigger problems.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Have you heard about Jumri Tilaiya?
Yes.
What is it infamous for?
I don't know. I think there was a song where Jumri Tilaiya.
No, I'm talking in terms of what is it infamous for.
Yes, sir.
Cybercrime or something like that. Have you heard about?
Not in specifically in Jumri Tilaiya, but in Jamtara.
Jamtara, okay,
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
So let's come to Jamtara.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us something about that place? And why has it become so infamous?
So Jamtara is a district in Jharkhand bordering Bengal, and it has like it is one of the pioneers when it comes to cybercrime in India. In the 2012-13 era, when recently the pay wallets and UPI came in, then some people from like a specific place in Jamtara started like pursuing this cybercrime and started befooling people when they were not much aware of the procedures of payment and everything, and giving like lucrative offers and everything was their modus operandi. And this is the way they.
Have you heard about digital arrest?
Yes, I have heard about.
What does it allude to? And what should be done in order to see to it that such instances are curbed?
First, coming to the meaning of digital arrest, it is a kind of arrest where the people who are called and the criminals act like in law enforcement agencies, and they threat them to they threat them to put behind the bars or unless they transfer some money to their account. And to curb this, I think first of all there must be like education and digital literacy needs to be improved, and about the financial literacy also we need to make the people aware, and the people should also be made aware about the fact that there is no such term like digital arrest in Indian law, and the real law enforcement agencies do not follow such procedures.
Jharkhand. How do you think you can make Jharkhand on the fast track? How can you make it economically on the fast track?
So the biggest asset which Jharkhand has is its minerals. So in any way to make it on the fast track of economic growth, the focus should be on minerals. Apart from it, the second biggest asset which Jharkhand has is its youth. So skill development and capital investment in industries and conversion of minerals to final goods in Jharkhand. In that way, Jharkhand can be like pushed in the path of development.
And you also think in terms of making it an education hub, especially Ranchi?
Yes, sir, that is what I said, that youth is the biggest asset, one of the biggest asset in Jharkhand. And regarding Ranchi being the education hub, the NLU in Ranchi and the IIM in Ranchi are examples. Like Ranchi is developing at a faster pace, and educational institutions of world level are opening there.
You have got an offer from Power Grid Corporation of India.
Yes, sir.
As a public relations officer.
Yes, sir.
What would be your main thrust as a public relation officer?
So the focus of, actually I'm currently working as per public relations officer.
You're already working as.
Yes, at Power Grid.
And this is a public sector undertaking.
Yes,
right.
Public sector undertaking.
So what should be a thrust?
So the branding and the image building of the company, and apart from it, crisis communication and event management are also parts of my portfolio.
Now, one last question. You have been a student of political science.
Yes, sir.
And you have also opted for political science international relations.
Yeah.
Do you think that the world is moving towards doomsday and it has been averted? What comments would you like to make on this?
Dual state.
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
The world would have come to an end. People are talking about war and ongoing wars, etc. So do you think that we have averted that situation, or the situation still exists?
Sir, I think it would be very extreme to say that we are at doomsday, and we are definitely averting that situation. And the wars which were proving to be fatal to the countries are also coming to an end, and there is still a lot of hope there, and we must not believe that we are coming to an end, and things are much brighter in the days coming ahead, and India is leading this peace campaign.
Tell me the areas where the improvements is already being seen now.
Sir,
vis-a-vis what was happening 6 months back or a year back.
Sir, in Gaza, the situation is improving after too much of destruction, and in Ukraine also we are seeing an improved situation right now. And apart from it, in Afghanistan also the situation is improving from the last few days. And in Bangladesh also news is coming that elections will be held in February. So things are improving in near and far, in all areas.
Right, thank you.
You belong to Giridih in Jharkhand.
Yes, sir.
What is the latest on the Naxal problem in Jharkhand? Has it subsided, or it's as bad as it was before?
No, sir. The situation has improved a lot, and recently Giridih has been declared Naxal free by the Home Ministry, and Giridih was also one of the Naxal affected states. The area bordering Bihar was highly influenced by Naxals, and in recent times only a few pockets in Chaibasa and some adjoining districts are Naxal affected, and rest of Jharkhand is almost free from the Naxalism on ground. Though there may be some ideological differences with the government, but on ground they are not much operational as of now.
Tell me two main points which helped in curbing the Naxal menace. What two initiatives by the government of India or by the government of the state have resulted in this Naxalism going down?
Sir, actually I cannot recall the initiative name, but as far as I remember, it is a Samadhan initiative by the government of India, and I believe, sir, that the hard-handedness by the Home Ministry is the biggest reason why Naxalism is subsiding. And apart from it, sir, the opportunities with the government is giving to the those who are surrendering. The cafe in Bastar district or in Andhra Pradesh also, such initiatives are being taken where employment is given to those who are leaving the path of Naxalism and joining the mainstream.
The Election Commission is conducting a SIR in about 12-13 states in the country.
Yes.
They have already done it in Bihar.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about SIR? Is it a good thing to do, or what are the pros and cons of this?
So the Election Commission of India has a constitutional and a legal mandate under the Constitution and the RPA 1950 to conduct regular SIRs, and where it has to purify the electoral rolls to remove the persons who have shifted to other places and who have died. And this is an initiative in that regard also only. And sir, it has successfully been conducted in Bihar, and it is being conducted in other 12 states right now.
In Jharkhand, is it going on?
Yes, sir. In Jharkhand also.
So is there any some problem in Jharkhand? Are people agitating against it?
No, sir, not much agitation. The biggest problem is that in a very brief period it is being conducted, and it has put a lot of pressure on the officials or the BLOs who are conducting it. That's the issue, and there are not much political opposition in Jharkhand regarding this, sir.
But now they've extended the time period.
Yes, sir. And
so that should take that problem off.
Yes, sir.
The Supreme Court was also seized of this SIR issue, and it gave some directions to the Election Commission.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall some of them?
Sir, as far as I recall, that this extension was as per the direction of Supreme Court only, and the Supreme Court has denied to stop the SIR, and it has given the mandate that it is within the rights of the Election Commission to conduct SIR, and it should conduct SIR as per the need of the hour.
It did not say that the people whose names are struck off, they should be made public.
Sir, I am not much aware about this part of the judgment.
You're working in Power Grid as a PRO.
Yes, sir.
Now, Power Grid is almost like a monopoly company of the government of India.
Sir,
And it's, do you think it really needs to improve its image in the eyes of the society?
Sir, I think Power Grid was a monopoly before the time when other private players were allowed in this sector. It was the only transmission utility of Government of India. But right now, sir, though it is the biggest transmission utility of the Government of India, but it is also facing open competition from the private companies. And it is seen statistically, it is also being seen where Power Grid now only has above 50%, and other players like Adani is now holding 26% in this transmission sector.
Who are the players other than these two?
Sir, Rezonia, which was previously known as Sterlite Company, and Tata Power and Reliance Power are also the players in the transmission sector.
The profit margins of Power Grid are going up every year.
Yes, sir.
They give big fat dividends to the government of India.
Yes.
So what do you think about it? Is it a good idea to charge the DISCOMs very heavy amount and then give dividend to the government of India? Is it not like government of India and Power Grid extracting big amounts from the DISCOMs, state DISCOMs?
Sir, actually, I think the recent rise in profits is based on efficiency and not based on increasing the charges from the DISCOMs. The tariffs of DISCOMs have not been raised substantially, but profit has risen substantially because of the rise in efficiency in transmission. And I don't think that this is putting some extra pressure on the DISCOMs, though it is kind of taxing the common people only. But it is a policy decision, and the Ministry of Power should take this decision.
The pricing is done by Power Grid. It's a Navratna company, so the pricing is not done by the ministry.
Yes, but the directions.
The DISCOMs have no other option but to be with you.
Yes,
So then you are fixing rates.
Yes,
and generating massive profits.
Sir, though DISCOMs don't have an option to be with us, but the power, the prices of power ultimately is the DISCOMs are setting the prices as per the directions of the government. So the prices in the power sector are government determined only, despite Power Grid being an independent organization, Schedule A Maharatna company. But there is too much intervention of the government to control the power prices in this country.
Okay, thank you.
Great Nicobar project, Maritime project.
Yes. Okay. So it was a project of around 20, a big project initiated by the Government of India for the development of Great Nicobar Islands, and where air base is being established and other big infrastructure projects are being carried out in the.
Which projects? Air base, airport is one.
Yes,
it is air base or airport?
Sir, airport and air base both. Okay. Yes, sir. And also a seaport is also being made there, and the development of one city is also taken under this project, and
two cities.
Okay. Two cities are being taken under this project, and actually the Government of India is seeing itself as an alternative to as a safeguard in that route of transportation, because that route is vulnerable for the Government of India, and there is also the Malacca dilemma of China, which the Indian government wants to cash in by implementing the project at that pace.
Okay, which are the activities which make this area very crowded, and against which Government of India wants to ensure against? Which are the activities going on in this area? Normal activities with the project it's yet to be completed.
So tourism is something which is crowding the Andaman and Nicobar Island.
No, not the Andaman Nicobar, Indian Ocean area around this.
Okay, sir. Sir, it is the path of transportation where the more than 35% of world's goods are being transported from this region, and this is why this region is being crowded. And apart from it, sir, the other transportation routes like the Red Sea corridor is like affected from the terrorism and violence. So that is why the importance of this region is increasing a lot.
Any more activity other than terrorism?
I'm unable to recall.
Illegal fishing, illegal merchandise, sea transport. What is the new partnership you see emerging? The last time Russia and China partnered together in a drill that almost threatened Japan. And will it lead to escalating so much that Taiwan would be attacked and taken over by China?
So regarding this, I'm not aware of the military drill, but I'm aware of the situation. Like the situation has escalated because of some remarks by Japanese Prime Minister, new Prime Minister, and she has also said that the attack on Taiwan's security is existential necessity for Japan, and she will launch attack on she will by force. She will also use force if Taiwan is attacked, and this has created a diplomatic crisis between.
So, is it likely to be attacked? What is your assessment from a political scientist?
Sir, in my assessment, I don't think there will be a direct attack on Taiwan. Seeing the situation where China focuses more on economic advantages than pushing.
What will be the nature of indirect attack?
So China is threatening Taiwan by capturing the areas in the South China Sea and the Philippines region. Apart from Taiwan, it is showing its dominance, but and threatening the regions, smaller regions nearby. But it is not.
You see, the capturing the island in South China Sea is working against Philippines, not against Taiwan, or is that so?
Sir, what I was telling is that China is showing a dominance in the region, and
no, obviously it is a dominant force. There is no comparison between China and Taiwan, for that matter. But is it likely to attack Taiwan? So a lot of things are happening.
Yes.
That apart,
Yes.
That is the question I'm asking. What is your assessment?
Sir, I believe that there won't be a direct military confrontation between Taiwan and China. And the reason behind this is...
What will be the nature of the indirect confrontation?
Sir, economically, China can pressurize Taiwan.
How?
Sir, it can disrupt the semiconductor market in Taiwan, which is the biggest economic advantage of Taiwan as of now.
How will it disrupt?
Sir, by blocking the access to other markets from Taiwan.
How?
Sir, it may block the sea routes as well, because it has an advantage in the region, and it is a great sea power as of now. China.
Will it not amount to declaration of war against a country if it is regular sea routes are blocked?
Sir, it is a situation of war.
Okay, fine. Whether US is likely to support Taiwan in such a eventuality?
Sir, in all recent conflicts, it has been seen that when US pushes a country, it doesn't involve directly in the conflict, and it might indirectly support Taiwan even in the case of a conflict, but it won't send a military directly.
You're talking from Ukraine experience?
Yes, sir.
But at times there have been instances when US has directly interfered.
Yes, sir. In Gaza and in Iran also, US has directly attacked. But
even before that.
Yes, sir. But the current situation, as the assessments say, that US is very unlikely to involve directly in.
You're talking only of Donald Trump regime.
Yes.
Or are you looking forward beyond Trump when he is no more president?
So then there might be a different situation, because after the takeover by Trump, situations has changed, and recently in the national.
Okay, fine. we conclude your interview, and now we'll share some assessment of yours. Okay, in this video, look at this video carefully and see where you have done very well, and also where you need to improve. As such, we find you a very pleasant person, good personality, and a wide knowledge base, and that is a big asset for you. We'll still advise you to be very thorough with current affairs by reading the newspaper like a textbook during that week, and about choosing a month or so prior to that and making bullet points of all important events, important happening, important terms, or like nuclear energy or things like that, the developments that are taking place in respect of India as well as in international context, because you have taken IR also. In any case, you have to be very alert and thorough about the details in the DAP. Whatever you have written in DAP may be asked, may be raised, and the questions will come from there. On international relations, you see, there is no limit that you can read. I'll recommend a news channel, the First Post by Palki Sharma for 9 to 10 every week, 5 days in a week. She gives a very good exposure on the international relations. You have still time. See whether there is something you can learn from that. Listen once or twice if you can. Subscribe to it and read. And other thing is Wikipedia, for brief as well as detailed interpretation of issues which are not controversial. Note that. You can rely on that. Then India, China, India, Pakistan, and India versus all our neighboring countries. Suppose you are a diplomat, how you would like to deal on these issues facing our neighbors. Pakistan, in particular, what is happening, the project that you mentioned is budgeted at 81,000 crore, Great Nicobar. Then there will be two cities. There will be a solar power plant also. So that's all I have to share with you. I'll request my other colleagues, General Sir.
Karan, you've done very well so far as I'm concerned. You're well prepared. Answers are to the point and brief, logical, and you connect to the context spontaneously and pleasant disposition. Keep up the good work and you should be scoring very high.
I just want to say that at some you tend to become too generic in your orientation, in fact, So as Sir has been rightly mentioning, that you need to brush it up and to make bulleted, what you call preparation of a bulleted answer points should be there with you, with facts and figures. I mean, that is one area you need to work out for a very simple reason, that many questions are likely to come up from international relations, where the facts, etc., should be not on your fingertips. There's one area where you mentioned writing blogs on India-related international happenings. What is this?
Sir, actually, I write blogs whenever I am free on blogspot.com. And like India-related international happenings, like recently I've written about Sheikh Hasina's extradition, like this kind of blogs.
Oh, I see. So anyhow, so this is the only area that I want to point it out. Otherwise, by and large, you have been very, very forthright in giving answers. And you also exude a lot of positivity about how things are happening on the international scene, which I think is a very good way of putting things across. We should not only actually be talking about doomsday. Yes. The world has to go on. Thank you.
You want to ask anything? About anything?
Not as such, sir, but actually with the feedback, I can conclude that one thing that I was not in touch of current affairs for the last 1 month because I was on duty in Vadodara. And one more thing, sir, like currently I'm working at Vadodara in Power Grid. So how much do I need to prepare about Vadodara or Gujarat, or do I?
You see, as such, sky is the limit in such interviews. If you are busy with Vadodara and if there is some mention here,
Yes, sir, there is
could
mention
see.
of
If
office
there is a
address.
mention, you could be asked about Vadodara and Gujarat in general. So, if you are working there, you would know anyway.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you so much.